Ladies and gentlemen, and those in between, welcome back to another Starcraft 2 video. Alright boys, in today's video we're going to be doing something a little different. I got a comment here that says, hey, could you do team game build order tutorials for all three races? Why yes, Saw Gerrera, I certainly can. Alright boys, the first build order I'm going to go over with you is the 3 racks Reaper Open. This is going to be a build that you're going to want to use a lot when you're Terran in many different scenarios, but we'll go over that in a different video. But for now, we're just going to do the build order. So you're going to rally your 14th SCV to your natural, or excuse me, your ramp. You're going to build a refinery at 15 supply. And then when your supply depot gets done, you're going to build a barracks at your ramp. And then at 17 supply, you're going to stop making workers. So you're essentially going to double barracks at 17 supply. And then you're also going to take a gas at 17 supply. And you're going to build your first Reaper. And depending on how you've efficiently mined will depend on whether you can make your orbital command first or your first Reaper. But you want to do that. Usually want to build this orbital command before your first Reaper just to stay economical. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this SCV and you're going to send it to your ramp. You're going to call down a mule, and then you're going to build your depot. And then from here, you just want to make sure that all of your Reapers are queued up before you start making SCVs again. And this is the best way to do a 3 racks Reaper Open. In my experience, there are different ways to do it, but this is the best way that I have found to utilize this build when you're playing random 2v2. The next build order we're going to cover here, guys, is the reactored Cyclone Open, which again is going to be a build that you're going to use a lot in your 2v2 games. You're going to rally your first SCV to your ramp. You're going to take your first refinery at 15 gas, or excuse me, 15 supply. Your first barracks is going to get dropped down at 16 supply. You're going to saturate your refinery. And you're going to make your second supply, or your second refinery at 17 supply. Saturate your gas when that completes. You're not going to queue up an SCV here at 19. You're going to make your factory at 19, and you're going to make your reactor at 19, and then you're going to make your orbital command at 19. You're going to make your next supply depot at 19. And then when the factory gets done, you're going to swap it to the reactor, and you're going to make your first 2 cyclones. There you go. The final build order we're going to cover here for Terran is going to be the Reaper Expand. And there are many other builds that you can use outside of the 3 that I'm showing you here, but these are the 3 most common team game build orders that not only are you going to run into, but simple opens that you should follow when playing your game. And this final build is just going to be the Reaper Expand. So I'm kind of screwed up there just because I'm doing commentary, but you want to make that first gas sooner. You want to make it at 15. And you're going to make your barracks at 16. You're going to saturate your gas when that completes. And of course, it all depends on the map where you put your command center. On a map like this, if you were going to use a build like this, then you wouldn't want to put it on the low ground, because the rush distance between the 2 bases is really short. And there's no exception of this, by the way. You never want to put that on the low ground. It's bad. So you want to make your orbital command at 19, and you want to make your first Reaper at 19. And then you make your command center at 20 supply. And this is the very basic Reaper Expand Open that you want to use in your games. And generally what I'll do with this build is, most of the time when I do this build, it means that I'm going to be going bio. So I'll just make my reactor here, and then I'll bank up 300 resources, and then I'll just make 2 depots at the 2 barracks at the same time. And then after I've made these, I'll rally out my SCV at, you know, whatever supply that turns out to be, and make my depot and go from there. But there are many different ways to do this, but you know, like I say, this is the standard of all standard, the way you want to do it. What's up, guys? Thank you for watching my video today. I just want to give a quick shout out to all of the people who support my channel. It wouldn't be possible without you guys, so thank you all very much. If you guys like my channel and you haven't already, click subscribe, and if you like the video, definitely hit that like button. It really helps me out. It goes a really long way. So thank you all very much for tuning in, and I will see you with the next one.